Hello, this is Adam Rayner for Talk Audio TV, and today I'm in Northwood Hills in Middlesex, and I've come to a really cool place. This is Pit Stop Promotions, and the man with the I Dad shirt on there is Mr. Brian Steptoe. All right, Brian?
Yeah.
Geezer met me moments ago. We've been having a good nag. Fact is that, well, let me just zoom in on what he stood next to there. Anybody who is male and above a certain age will first of all recognise that, and about now be going, Stoner Crows, how much scale extra track have you... Brian, how much scale extra track have you got there?
Well, it's 41 metres and 8 lanes, or 134 feet in old money.
That when you say 8 lanes, we've just got to turn around and have a look at this. I'll invade your personal space and go, wallop. That is quite a rig. You're in midst of a whole renovation, and the reason that I found out about it was because of my mate Beth over there. All right, Beth? All right, yeah. She's in other videos, as well as painting stuff herself. She's helping paint the inside of this man's premises. Adam Evans O'Connell has chickened out and run away over fag. Now, CONTRALUBE770. This is all about no more gremlins in your electrics. And the fact is you run on DC in scale electric, and as soon as I heard that you had this massive rig, I figured there might be the possibility of seeing if you think this stuff's any good. So tell us, how long is it going to take you to put all this stuff back together, Ryan?
Probably about 5 hours with all the borders and barriers and stuff that we have to replace. And then we have to connect up. At the moment we use booster cables, but we're hoping that the contact lube will actually eliminate the need for some of those.
Oh no, really? That'd be really cool. You were saying that once you put the whole track together, sometimes there are areas where the cars might run a little slower because of issues with contacts between tracks, and you'd have to take them apart and give them a wiggle or a scrub or a little brush to make sure that everything's tighter and better connected. And this lube might make a difference. You'd be able to see.
Yes, it could make a difference. Yeah, that's what we're hoping to experiment with when we put it all back together.
Good, because this has been such a difficult thing. I took the advert for these guys. Yet to be able to persuade anybody in car audio that they need to do this. Ian, Asman Pinder might be worthy. The fact is, anywhere where there's DC electrics and the real world, people even breathing out and stuff, sorry, that's close to my video there, you may actually need to make sure that these connections are staying put. What CONTRALUBE is and how it does, I'm going to let you guys actually Google CONTRALUBE770, but this is Pit Stop Promotions, the coolest electric establishment in the whole of the world. Brian, tell us about your place. Give us the plug. What happens here?
Well, we run approximately 300 parties or events per annum. We run a regular weekly session where people can just turn up with their kids and race. They race their own cars at those sessions as well.
Oh man!
At our public sessions, people can use our own cars. We provide lots of different sets of cars. We use trucks, minis, Porsches, Formula One cars. And we even race in the dark every so often as well.
Oh man, because some very top end of electric was the ones with lights on.
That's right.
How cool is this? I want to come in so bad I could taste it, mate. I'm so sorry. Yes, you've just met the fat man, and I'm going to definitely. I think we should actually do talk audio race parties and stuff, guys. For I'm from a community, an awful lot of geezers. So, although it's mostly young men, I take it, is that actually not the case? Is it their dads too, right?
No, we have lots of 40th, 50th, stag nights. We've even had a lady that was over 90 racing here as well. We've had a blind man race here with somebody calling for him. We had a group of deaf kids, a group of Japanese students that couldn't speak any English. And
so there's cut.
Yeah, and they've all managed to race.
Bloody brilliant time.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's Pit Stop Promotions. If you put Pit Stop Promotions with 2 P's in the middle, co-UK with the 3 W's, you'll find them. Brian, thanks ever so much. Here endeth part 1, and we'll come back when it's all put together, and you can let us know if this CONTRALUBE770 has made any difference.
Okay, thank you.
And meanwhile, the better luck will be courtesy of Adam Evans O'Connell, who I accused of chickening out, but it's actually there. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'm the king on internet videos of saying, right, we'll finish it there, and then sort of just cracking on again. Of course, I've found out now, we've had a little nag more about what you've been doing in the past with the issue, and you have Contact Slot Racing as sister operation. Now, whereabouts is that one?
We have a track in Guildford, in the Guildford Spectrum Leisure Centre, and we had a severe problem because it's co-located with a swimming pool, that the track rusted literally overnight. Whoa. And we used this contact cleaner that in my hand.
Shove it in the lens, have a look at it.
To try and resolve the issue.
Right. So this is Sudal contact spray, and did it work?
It did, but it leaves a very greasy residue, which then the contacts get very dirty very quickly on the cars, and that can cause them to slow down or stop altogether. So it's not ideal, but it actually stopped the rust. And
yes.
so we try and we have experimented on the track at Northwood Hills as well by spraying it into the actual contacts rather than on the rails, and that seems to be quite successful.
Yes. So we're hoping to go from quite successful to completely bloody brilliant. Of course, CONTRALUBE wouldn't be for putting it on the surfaces. You'd get exactly that same. Stuff would stick to it and would collect, but the basic contact issue was the one. So that was the stuff we were using, just proving that I absolutely got the right chap. And looking at those lovely Scalextric cars behind you and these trophies, we stood them up. Tell us about these trophies for you.
Well, one of the trophy on the left-hand side is.
Yes.
We'll take that away.
Yeah, okay.
The trophy on the left-hand side is what we use for. We run a club championship. We have a session every Monday where anybody can turn up and race, but we run over the calendar year a competition, and that's awarded to the best junior driver at the end of the year.
There it is. And in case anybody was wondering what little blue bit is, I'm just going to go. As yet unengraved. And you were visibly moved when I was asking you about the one on the other side. Tell me.
The one on the right hand side is called the Bob Groves Memorial Trophy. Bob was a carpenter, and he did all the woodwork at our existing track in Northwood Hills. Unfortunately, he had an accident and he died 2 weeks after we opened. And ever since that day, every year we run an event, a memorial event, where his family come along. His brother, his mother, they all race, and we present the shield annually to the winner. But we also have a little novice trophy that we race for, where the family all sort of take part, and it's become very, very competitive. And his family race is actually probably the best race of the night because it's they only come once a year to do it, and
it matters.
It matters.
You're doing it for Bob
yes.
on the last thing he built.
Yeah.
I feel that. Thank you very much, Bob.
Thank you.
Right, well, you may hear us shouting, and you can see there's lots more lighting here at Pit Stop Promotions. And God help us, Brian is suffering because trying not to be distracted by all this stuff going on is, well, it's a challenge. Brian, tell us about how long it took to put this track back together.
It's about 14 and a half, 15 hours, something like on Friday, and we're reaping the benefits though, because it's so much faster. We've already had the lap records come down by about half a second tonight in stages. Everybody's getting used to the new power. It's very, very consistent around the track. All the guys are delighted with it.
So, when you put a track back together, it's always, I gather, the time when you will find if anybody's going to break a track record. But when you said in stages, you mean you've had it happen more than once tonight, like a fisherman beating his personal best?
That's right, exactly the same. Yeah, it's come down by initially by about 0.3 of a second, and then it was beaten again by another 0.2 of a second, and by the guy that set the record originally, it was his own son that beat him.
Wow. Awesome. So here it is, Pit Stop Promotions. More than 100 feet? How many feet exactly altogether? No, it's
134 feet.
134 feet of track. And there's commentary going on, all these people racing. I believe this has something called dynamic braking, you just explained, where if you completely let go of the controller, the dead short on the track actually wants to make the engine run backwards, like a jet from Benidorm at Gatwick.
That's right, and it actually just stops the car completely. So if you let go at the right point, yes. Then it allows you to go almost full speed all the way around the track.
So this CONTRALUBE770 gear, would you actually suggest, I mean, you know, could you blame that, or is it me being over-enthusiastic? I mean, do you really think this makes a difference?
Well, the reason it took so long to put the track down is that I actually put the lube on every single connector on the track, every piece of track, before I put it all back together. So the whole track has been completely lubricated.
That's a lot of little bits of cotton budding in it.
It is, yes. It's quite hard work, but it was worth it. The results are fantastic.
And how far did it go? Did you use all that sample up that I gave you? That's a great deal.
Still some left in the tube, so awesome. I was quite amazed that I could do the whole track with it.
And you've still got a couple of sachets, haven't you?
I have, yes, I have. So
marvellous.
Hopefully I've got another circuit at Guildford, and the plan would be to use some on there now as well, because the results have been so superb here.
Well, I think it's one of those things I'm almost certainly going to be able to swag it for you. If not, hell, I'll buy it myself. No, Brian, thank you so very much. It's been such a long time in the coming to. How do you demonstrate CONTRALUBE770 in a way that actually shows? So, which one of you guys broke the lap record then? Who was it? Who's the rapid one? Where is he? Where is he, Geezer?
There he is.
There. Well done, dude. Well done.
773.
7.73. We'll have to.
808 before.
Not full on. Which one was it? Sorry, you said orange top.
With the orange dot.
Oh, orange dot. Sorry, I thought you said orange top. So it's this man here.
He's got the sun over.
Yes. Looking smug, and apparently the previous record holder was his dad.
Exactly.
Nice one, dude.
Yeah, but only because it's easy. We're organising the market.
I did say I was 3, 2, 1. So, 5 laps down, 6 laps on, and it's Adam Ellis in the lead now with looking second. Third place is Daniel on the red, fourth is Nigel on the blue, fifth Brian on the orange. Red on the lane. Thank you, Phil. So we are 9 laps on, it's Adam Ellis still in the lead on the white, with Nick second on the purple, third is Rob. No, not the right, no. You can't get it, mate. And that was... Alright, where was I? Still Adam. 2 laps to go.
Oh, Matthew.
Who's second now?
Last lap for Adam now. And Adam takes the win.
I don't think so.
Looks like Mark 52nd. Mark takes second place. Nick in third.
I've done some filming with the cars going round and round, and notice they seem to be falling off a lot. And yet, on the right of your picture, that's Sam. On the left, Mr. S, who's the governor here. But Sam, you run the passes here, yes?
That's like going around.
And you were saying these are the club racers who don't fall off this track normally.
No, they're normally
I don't think you can get
down
it
here
back,
every
can
week
you?
and
No,
get
you
quite
can't reach
good
it.
at
Joey's coming.
racing, but it's just so much faster tonight. They just,
Look at
haven't,
the
they
brakes.
just haven't got used to
They've
it.
come on.
It's never been this fast since I've ever been down here.
No, it's really, really quick. These are the fastest times we've ever
Look at that
recorded on this
tyre.
track.
Really? Well, this has been thinking out inconclusive. It's mayhem. As the evening carries on, it's like super rapid. But guys, can I just shout a question at you in general? Have any of you noticed the track any faster tonight?
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. Thank you. No better conclusion to that. Thank you.